From Sparksmith, helping you see and be seen. Welcome to this week's live. Appreciate you tuning in and checking us out. I've really come to enjoy doing these kind of things, and it's always a pleasure to see kind of who tunes in and joins us. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Let's see. We do have, if you want to stick around till the end of this one today, we do have a promo code for a free pair of T10 2.0 bulbs that we're going to announce right towards the end of the live stream. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I was going to show you kind of some of the behind the scenes stuff on how I've been building these animated startup headlights for the 03 to 07 Chevy Silverado. And show you kind of some of the differences between the standard configuration and what I do with these. Because I've had some questions about that. I've also had questions about getting output shots at night from the LED headlights that come with these, and that is on my agenda to do that kind of stuff. Just, having time for all the things. So, what else are we going to talk about? Yeah, we may take a look around the shop. I know sometimes people like to see kind of what's going on in the shop. We'll see what we've got in here. Nothing too crazy going on right now, aside from me trying to get caught up in building headlights and some cab lights and all that kind of stuff. At least for the... So somebody was asking about the 99 to 02 version. Yes, those are actually on their way now. I've got 5 sets of them coming. And they're all going to have... I've got one set out in the wild right now on its way up to Canada. Hopefully we'll get some install pictures from that customer. But yeah, we're going to have this same kind of setup in the 99 to 02 Silverado. So that rounder style headlight. I think I'm going to have some of those as well. That may end up being a limited release for those particular models, just because the headlight... What I found was, and it'll be interesting to see how these turn out on the ones that went to Canada. What I found was the channel here, and you can kind of see, like the channel where the lens goes in to seal, it's probably, 3/16 of an inch or so wide and about as much deep on these housings. The 99 to 02 trucks, their housings have a much thinner channel for the sealant to go in, and that makes them a little bit more challenging to actually seal up. So I'm going to have to go through kind of that learning curve, figuring out the best way to get those to seal and look good, but also, not fog up and all that kind of stuff, because I've said this a million times before, that I want to make sure that if I'm putting out a product, I'm putting out something good that's worth your money. So that's kind of my biggest concern with 99 to 02, is just making sure they're sealed correctly. These have plenty of room to add plenty of butyl, and I'm familiar with that process. I've done it 1,000 times. So I'm pretty comfortable with these. In fact, I've got an order in for a set right now. That's why I was working on these. We have one question, 06 Sierra. Okay, so the GMT 800 chassis was essentially 99 to 2007 with some variations in there. If you guys are familiar with it. Sam, hey, what's up, man? We'll get to the thing with Sam in a minute. The Sierras are, like, the wiring and stuff is all the same, but I see what you're saying there about, like, why the it seems like nobody ever does stuff for the Sierras, and that's a good question. I don't know. I haven't done it just because time. I get so busy and wrapped up in doing this kind of stuff. But if you have or have found, here, he's hitting the thing. I've got a dog under my legs, and he's hitting the stand for the camera.
He's got something in his mouth.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Don't put your hands away from him. Hey, excuse me, sir. No, what is in your mouth?
He's got a black piece in his mouth.
have it now. But
Sorry.
so we got Roy. Here, let everybody say hey to Roy. No, sir.
Everybody, we have Roy.
Say hi, Roy.
Say hi, Roy. Say I was eating something under the desk.
Roy's a crazy, crazy mutt. So if anybody's looking for a dog, say hi to Roy. We've got 2 already, and there we go. Okay, we're back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, 06 Sierra. So the Sierras, if you have a set of, or have found a set of headlights that have like this white running light thing built into them, and you would like for us to modify them in this same way so that it has that startup animation, we can certainly do that. Just email support@sparksmith.com, and we'll be glad to take a look at it. And if it's something we can tackle, we certainly will. So it's definitely an option. I like taking custom orders, especially to do something like this, to get this really cool animation, and then you get the switchback amber sequential thing for the turn signals. And of course, with any of these GMT 800 trucks, we can always make it a plug-and-play setup, so you don't have to do any kind of splicing or, you know, cutting into your factory harness or any of that kind of stuff. It just plugs up and works. And that'll be the case, obviously, for these. They're not quite at a point where I can turn them on, I don't think, because they're kind of still in pieces. I'll see if I can get this part to turn on at least, so you can kind of see. Actually, no, I can't. Oh well. I do have some video clips and stuff over on the website, sparksmith.com. If you just go to assemblies, this is one of the first listings on there, and you can see kind of what the startup animation is. Also, we've got it on YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll get some more content out on these. I've got a set on my... Ooh, that's what I can do. I can show you the ones on my truck. So yeah, we'll go take a look at those in a sec. I really like these just because they're different. And you know, it's something that I haven't seen anything else on the market that looks just like this. They've got really great output to them. They're a damn sight better than any of the like factory style headlights with the reflectors and stuff in them. They're like what came on the truck, just especially in terms of output. He's fine. Hey. Like you can actually see at night going down the road, and it's like a modern LED projector, so you've got enough light to see where you're going. But it's done in a way that you're not going to be blinding oncoming traffic because you put, you know, 85 watt HIDs in your chrome reflector housings or whatever. Somebody else asked about the 99 to 02s. Yes, they're coming. Got a few challenges to work through on those. You can go back and check out the beginning of the live stream once we get it posted if you want to hear a few more details about that. Oh, real quick aside, we did our first podcast, that was last week, right? Mm-hmm. With our friend Sam Hintermeister. May know him as Six Slow Cat Eye. Great guy. It was nice to get to talk to him. We've been working together for a couple of years, but never really had a time to like chat and talk and just say what's up. So feel free to go check that out. We'll be posting snippets of it across all of our social media, but the full thing is on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, if you want to go and check that out. Had a great conversation. We had planned for like 30 minutes of stuff to talk about and managed to fit that into an hour's worth of talking. So it was cool to chat with Sam. He had some really great insights into the build of his truck, which was interesting to learn about, some of his favorite things about it, plans for the future, and of course we talked about his TikTok debacle. If you don't know, Sam had worked his ass off and got up to a little over 130,000 followers on TikTok and then lost it essentially overnight, so he's having to rebuild. And so we talked about all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, feel free to go check that out. We're going to be doing more of those podcasts in the future. I am trying to get Dan Julian he's one of the owners of XK Glow, a company that we're working very closely with on these new 2.0, somewhere. Our 2.0 grill bars. XK Glow is the company that I went with to have those manufactured because I've been working with them for years. I know they make a good product, and as you all know, quality is a very important thing to me. Adding value to the product by way of quality and that kind of stuff. And I knew that XK Glow could deliver that. It took us about 1.5 years to do it, but we finally got those 2.0s in. We're stocked right now, so we're able to ship stuff out in a timely manner. And they've been a really good company to work with, and I think it'd be an interesting conversation to just have with Dan about kind of where XK Glow got started and what they're planning for the future and kind of what their story is. It's a great company. We actually still, for the most part, recommend their products to our customers if somebody's looking for like color change stuff. In my opinion, the XK Glow XK Chrome app for color change stuff is by far the best on the market. It's the most user-friendly, it's the most stable, it's the most universal in terms of like I've never had any problems really with Androids or iPhones or anything making sure it all works. As Sam just mentioned, they have a strobe controller. They've got a couple of different ones. In fact, they have a new one now that's even better than the old one. The old one was good, but they've got a new one now. It's like an 8-channel, super customizable, really, really cool product. I saw it in person. I met Dan at the Jeep Invasion over in Pigeon Forge last fall. They had a booth there, and so I stopped by and said hey to him, and he showed me that controller amongst some other new stuff they had, and it's a really cool product. So if you're somebody like Sam and you've just gone complete overboard on your lighting setup, and I mean that in a good way, man, if you want some kind of like next level controller that can control all that stuff, even from an app on your phone or something, the XK Glow one is really cool. We do have it listed on the website at sparksmith.com if you'd like to pick it up there. Let's go. I'm going to see if we can show you the finished set of these that are on my truck. So if you'll come with me, Roy and I will show you. Roy, come. It's like a wrecking ball hitting all the things. Yeah, I got it. Can you go over to open the driver's door and switch the headlights on, and we're gonna see. So the set that I had over there on the table is gonna do, just rotate that knob one. There you go. I know it's hard to see, everything's so bright. Then hit the hazards or a button right on top of the steering column. There you go. So yeah, so it's got, you can see it's got an amber strip or a switchback strip here and in both DRLs. That's good. Can you switch just the parking lights on? There you go. Yeah, so each set has a total of 3, 2 in lower and 1 in the upper. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with the camera backwards. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. And one thing to note is that is the custom setup. So if you're looking at the listing for those on Sparksmith.com, that's the custom setup. Or we have an option where at $5.99 you can send us your headlights and we'll make them do the same thing. The standard ones, one thing I wanted to show you, let me set this down for a second. Watch him. Come here. So the headlight assemblies will look the same when the lights are off. The biggest difference when they're on is just that white kind of daytime running light tube part doesn't animate and it doesn't have a turn signal in it when you're talking about the standard version of these. The lower one, I wanted to make sure that everybody could kind of see this, and I need to make it a little more clear on the website listing, but on these lower housings, these lenses here run an amber light on the standard configuration. So you get a white static light here, an amber light here that gets brighter for turn signal, and then runs a dimmer for the parking light. So just one thing, really the only difference aside from the animation stuff, that this does not turn white with the standard configuration. So trying to get some more pictures posted on the website soon to kind of demonstrate all that. Let's see. I think that's probably about it. Let me go back over here and we'll double check our sheet. The old van. I will eventually get around to finishing the van. Get it over to my dad so he can work on it. What do we got here? Let's carrying you guys with me all over the place. Yeah, I think that's about it. So stay tuned for the listing to be, we might do like a product announcement through SMS and email. If you're not signed up for those, feel free to head over to sparksmith.com and sign up if you'd like, just so you know about the latest product releases and any other kind of information that I feel like we need to send out. I try not to send too many things through the email and text message because I know we get so many notifications from so many things. I don't want to overdo it, but if I feel like something's kind of substantial, I'll send it out through a text message. My friend Chris Hughes wants to do a custom grill bar for your V-Dub. Ooh, yeah, he's got a classic VW little bug there. And good looking thing, and we could probably hook something up for that. That'd be a fun little project. So Chris, email me, call me, something, we'll figure it out. Now, in closing, as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. And as always, if you've got questions, you can always email support@sparksmith.com. We will get back to you as quickly as we can. If you are still listening, I'll go set this up. It's about 10 minutes to 1. And I will try and get this. Is the code already on there? Okay, so it's good to go as of right now. If you head over to sparksmith.com, with a minimum $20 purchase, you will receive a free pair of T10 2.0 bulbs. And I'm going to say those are going to be any color you choose. So they come in white, red, green, blue, amber, halogen, and I think that's it. But a free pair of those 2.0 T10, the little peanut bulbs that fit like license plates and map lights and stuff like that. Very useful little bulbs, especially if you're just trying to upgrade something. So the code, I should probably just say that, is Livestream, all one word. But feel free to drop that code in there when you go to checkout and get yourself a free pair of bulbs. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Be on the lookout for some announcements for those 99 to 02 headlights and some more podcast stuff coming up. So we're going to keep cranking all that out and publishing it to our YouTube page and stuff like that. So hope everybody's doing well in the new year, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.